Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So I'm back today with another makeup tutorial. This is a prom makeup look. This is the second one that I've done. The first one was incorporating some pink tones and it was quite bright. This one I wanted to make a little bit more darker, smokier, and incorporating some purples. I think this look would look beautiful with a gold dress, a silver dress, a purple dress, even like a pale, like champagne coloured dress. But like I said, you don't need to use this just for prom. This could be for like going out in the evening, any special occasion, anything like that, whatever you wanted to wear it to. So I'm just priming the eyes first, and then I'm going in with this mauvey cool toned shade just to use in my crease, just to define that area. Focusing on the outer corner. I've put tape on once again just because I think this is the best way to help with getting a really sharp wing liner and that really sort of winged pulled out look. Then I'm going in with the main shade, which is this beautiful deep purple with tiny bits of like glitter in it, and I'm just putting this in my outer corner and dragging it in towards the center, and then I'm going to go back and blend this out. I did wet my brush with a tiny bit of setting spray from L'Oreal, just so that we get the kind of like metallic-y pigment. And then in the inner corner I'm going in with this lighter sort of like metallic silvery purple, and again I wet my brush when I was using this. I made it extra wet when I was using the inner corner shade because I really wanted this kind of like a metallic sort of like duochrome sort of look to it. So I did wet that quite a bit, and then I'm just packing that on and then going back in with our fluffy brush to blend that throughout the lid till we get the desired look we want, so the amount of pigment and the colour and the blend that we want. Okay, so now that that's all blended out, I'm going in with a fluffy brush and just a tiny bit of that pale sort of like cream shimmery shade, and I'm just creating a little bit of highlight on the brow bone, not too much. And now I'm going in with the wing liner. Like I've said in many of my videos before, this is where the tape is just amazing, because you don't need to worry about sort of messing up that wing or not having the line perfectly straight, because the tape's going to do all of that for you, especially when you're working on somebody else. It just makes it a million times easier and means there's no chance of you ruining your eyeshadow that you've just worked on. So I'm literally just using this felt tip liner from Kat Von D and just doing a simple flick from inner corner to outer corner on both eyes. And then what I did off camera was put some black into her waterline, and I applied some false lashes. These are the double wispies from Ardell, and I just really like how this look turned out. It's really smoky, but once you start to apply all the foundation and everything and a light lip, it just looks really glamorous and pretty. Okay, so now that we've finished that section of the eyes, I'm just going in with some clear brow gel and setting her eyebrows into place. Tamsin has really full brows, so I don't really like to fill them in because I feel like it looks too much and too heavy. So I just like to set them in place with some clear brow gel, and then I'm taking off that tape so that we can start to work on her face. And as you can see, the tape just gives that really sharp cut line, which I personally like. If you don't like that sharp line, once you remove the tape, you can go in with your fluffy brush and just blow out that line if you wanted it more smoky and blended, but I just really like that really sharp cut line. I'm going back in here with some liquid liner from NYX. This is more of like a sort of watery base liner, and I'm just filling in any gaps in her in between her lashes and her eyelids. Now I'm applying some moisturiser and some primer to her face, just to hydrate her face and make it easier for me to apply our foundation. And then I'm going in with some foundation from Tarte and this black Bookie brush from Bare Minerals, and just blending this all over her face till we get that flawless finish. As you can see on the video here, a little tiny bit of the liquid liner has like imprinted on the top of her eye. If you ever get this, which happens quite a lot, especially if the liquid liner is really sort of wet, if you just allow it to dry and then go in with your fluffy blending brush and a little bit more of the eyeshadow, you should be able to just blend that off, or you can use like a cotton bud just to wipe it away. So that's what I did, just to get it all off of her eyes. Now I'm going in with some highlighter underneath her eyes. The eyeshadow is quite dark and purpley toned, so I wanted to make sure that the under eye was really bright so she doesn't look kind of too like withdrawn and tired looking. So this is one that I picked up while I was on holiday in Spain, but you can get loads of these. YSL do their Touche Éclat, or you can get like the L'Oreal do one, Maybelline do one, so there's absolutely loads. And I'm just applying this underneath her eyes and in the middle of her forehead and a little bit on her chin, and then going in with a damp beauty blender. I use a damp beauty blender pretty much just to blend in anything. It's just the best tool in my opinion, just to blend out, especially underneath the eyes, just if you don't want any creasing. It's just something that's just really good to use. Now I'm going in with this contour brush from Real Techniques and some of the contour powder from Kat Von D. Now I wanted this look to be really contoured. I did purposely put the contour quite high on her cheekbones just to give that really dramatic effect, just because this is an evening look and we are going for full on glamorous. So I am just applying this, and then I went in with a fluffy brush to blend this out, applying a little bit of bronzer from Tom Ford just to help blend it into her face and bring some warmth back to her face after we'd applied all of that foundation. Okay, and then now to crisp that contour up even more, just thinning it up around the jawline and have that really sort of sharp line, I'm just going in with the lighter shades from the Kat Von D palette and a fluffy brush, and I'm just bringing that almost like baking, but we're not going heavy with it, and I'm just doing that all along her jawline and then leaving it to sit for a minute. I'm going in with a blush from Becca called Tiger Lily. It's kind of like a peachy shade, and I'm just applying this to the high points of her cheekbones, and then going in with another brush from Real Techniques and some of the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter and applying this to the tops of her cheekbones. It's a really pretty sort of champagne shimmery shade, down her nose, a cupid's bow, a little bit on her forehead, and then we're all ready to go. I chose to go in with a really peachy sort of neutral nude shade for the lips. However, if you're feeling really daring or you like wearing bold lips, you could go in with like a brown shade or even like a really deep purple. However, just for the purpose of this video, I wanted to use a nude, so I'm going in with Candy K from Kylie Cosmetics. And once this had matted down and set, I went in with a little bit of lip balm, and this was like an argan oil based one that I picked up from my local Waitrose. It just has like a really glossy finish to it, so I just added this for like an extra little touch. And then I'm going in with some mascara from L'Oreal just to blend the false lashes in with her lashes so that you can't see a difference in those. Okay, and I'm just going in, I felt like the look needed a little bit more, sort of something a bit more glamorous, especially as this is a prom look. So I'm going in with some gold liquid glitter liner from Urban Decay, and I'm just applying this in a straight line above the black one that we've already laid down. So it's really simple because we've already used that tape and got that crisp line, we're just following the line we already had. And then I'm just going over her face and making sure that everything is blended and seamless. So just brushing off any additional powder that she's got on her face. I did insert some pictures that I took of Tamsin using flash photography, just to show you what they look like and that there is no flashback from this look, because especially on prom you're going to have your photos taken. But I hope you enjoyed this video and it was useful to you. I will be coming at you with another prom look, probably a classic one with a red lip and some more bridal looks. Also keep posted for a video using the new Becca collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, the eyeshadow palette. But please comment below and tell me what you want to see next. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.